Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for stopping by for the Taurus full moon interpretation. And the Taurus full moon, they call it the supermoon because the moon is very close to the Earth at this particular month, which will make it look super big. The full moon in Taurus, which of course Scorpio Taurus axis, is very sexy. It's very sensual. It's very deep. So feelings and emotions can be so incredibly strong during this time frame. Very big urge to understand, and there's a little bit of control issues too. I want to be in control. I want to be in charge. I want to make this happen. Yeah, where else can you direct this energy in a very positive way where you can be in charge or in control of your own life, and could be a cosmic joke there, but also that sense of getting deep into your own spiritual wisdom, your own spiritual knowledge, and finding something in your life that you can dig your teeth into and feel very inspired by, very passionate by. Because after all, the Scorpio energy is about passion. What is my passion? Finding my passion. Now, we do have Lilith here, and that gives an extra sexy kick to it. And in addition, there is such a strong female archetypal energy of get out of my way, no more bullshit. No more bullshit towards the feminine on the planet. There's that sense of, and it goes back to the new moon, if you didn't hear the new moon, honoring relationships, honoring the feminine principle, honoring relationship principle, as the asteroid Sybil is with Eris and is with Uranus. So this vibration of these very strong, deep female energies, there needs to be change. Now, Sybil is in certain, all the interpretations, and you read the mythologies, they're a little bit different here and there, but they weave it out. They have the same core concept. And Sybil is the great Earth Mother. So there's this Earth Mother energy of Sybil. And that does show an Eris. If you don't know, Eris is considered the goddess of discord, or why did you leave me out? How dare you? So it's like Sybil and Eris are coming together. Actually, Sybil's retrograde in going into Eris as a conjunction. Look at, they're both 22, as a conjunction and forming this alliance of where the concept of being left out, the concept of being taken advantage of, the Earth Mother concept, and the need for reformation, the need for change. That's the Uranian energy. Change must happen. And because it's coming on the heels, right with this full moon from Taurus, there's a lot about Earth, honoring the Earth, honoring that concept of also, it's like, wait a minute, there needs to be fairness, there needs to be equality that is prominent. And the other way that one sees this is because you follow the North Node. In all the charts you do, you follow the North Node. North Node, of course, is in Virgo, has been, but the rulership now, which is different from the new moon rulership, since Mercury went into Sagittarius, is speak the truth. Speak the truth. What is the truth? Now, the Scorpio new moon wants to uncover things. What needs to be uncovered? What has been secret? What needs to be uncovered? So this is telling me something will have been uncovered that could have to do with anything where there's this harming of the earth. And here's the speaking of the truth. But Mercury in Sag is ruled by Jupiter, and that goes back to Jupiter in Libra. And that Jupiter in Libra here is about expanding the right relationships, Libra relationships, fairness, all of that. So what has not been fair? What has not been balanced? Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is now in Capricorn. Venus in Capricorn, respect. You know, the archetype of Venus, that female archetype of pleasure. You know, Venus is pleasure and that relationships. But Saturn, or Capricorn, is where about the boundaries and respect. And we talked about that in the other one, because that's the other new moon. Venus was conjunct Saturn. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So that you take in that energy too. So all of this, there's going to be a lot of scattered energy with this full moon. A little piece here, I want this, but I want this, and what about this, and what about that? All over the place. It is important to remember your passion, that Scorpio passion. And it is important to remember stability, being grounded, moon in Taurus. Now, curiously enough, yet this full moon is at the same degree as the Jupiter conjunct Saturn in 2000. Now we'll have another Jupiter conjunct Saturn in 2020. But first, there's something that is connected here, a vibration that's connected, that goes all the way back to the year 2000. What was going on in May of 2000? And you know, some of you might not even have been alive by then, or just toddlers. But there's something about that, this energy opening up, and an awareness, and on a global perspective, that an awareness opening up of what started in May of 2000. What was beginning to build, what was beginning to change. Now, here is another huge message about this full moon, is that Neptune is now conjunct the South Node. And this is, remember your spirituality. Get back to your spirituality. You have all the answers that you need. Everything that you need is within you, right? It's an inherent, it's already known South Node. It's within you. And reconnect with, if things get a little bit wild here. And by the way, we talked about Mars being out of bounds and the new moon. Well, guess who's jumped over the fence for the full moon? Venus. Venus is now out of bounds. And like I mentioned before, when a planet is out of bounds, it's not good or bad, but it's wild. That energy is like, oh, I'm not trapped anymore. I can do whatever I want to do. I don't have to play by the rules of being confined within a certain parameter, certain concept of Venus in Capricorn, respect, showing up on time, all those nice Capricorn qualities. It's like, if I want to play by the rules, I will. If I don't have to. I'm free to go and connect wherever it is that I want to connect, and do whatever it is that I want to do. Now, this energy, one of the main, this is another thing you look for in interpreting the charts. What's going to happen? What needs to adjust? What needs to, what will this mean for me? That the closest aspect, and you look for really close aspects, is the Sun, Queen Conks, okay? It's 150 degrees away. Uranus. And then, of course, if the Sun is 150 degrees away from Uranus, then the Moon and Uranus are 30 degrees away. And that is making adjustments. So what kind of adjustments? So what is this is saying is that there's this change going on, this undercurrent of change, of not wanting to be left out in the world, wanting to have this sense of what is the great mother principle, the goddess earth principle in your life. Is that stability for you, that rumbling of change, things of being uncertainty. Uranus is the uncertainty principle. And the universe is saying, hey, just Where do I need to adjust? So a lot of adjustments could be made, being made necessary on the planet during the middle of the month and in November. So I have a great full moon. It's a very intense, you can feel this full moon down to your core. So enjoy it. You'll feel it for the whole, even though it's not exact until the 14th Eastern time, is like 8:52 in the morning, that you'll feel that energy moving forward and increasing intensity during the weekend of the 12th and the 13th. Thanks for listening, and have a great month.